What in the world is cuffing season?
Please tell me.
I literally don't know.
I need to know.
None of you know?
No,
I
really
cuddling.
No, it's not cuddling
handcuffing.
season.
Whoa, is it
But
like
with relationships. So if you take to Urban Dictionary, you'll find out that cuffing
a
season
reliable source?
is during the fall and winter months when people who normally would rather be single or promiscuous find themselves, along with the rest of the world, desiring to be cuffed or tied down by a serious relationship. The cold weather and prolonged indoor activity causes singles to become lonely and desperate to be cuffed.
Wait a minute. So
Cuffed
it's
to
not
each-
actual cuffed.
It's
the
you
metaphor.
choosing to be cuffed with another person.
Oh, and I'm so
like,
disappointed.
The season when it's cold and you'd rather be indoors watching Netflix with somebody than by yourself
That doesn't
eating
happen
donuts.
in LA.
This has been around long before they gave it a term. It's called wanting to get a gift on Christmas from
See, I
a
don't even
special
think it
someone.
doesn't happen in LA because of the weather. I think it's also something to do with the holidays. Because who wants to have
that's so
New
true.
Year's without a kiss, or Christmas without a date, or
right.
who wants to go to a Christmas party, a company Christmas party, without somebody by your side?
So it's this like open-ended thing where it's like just
temporary,
everybody
right?
knows that at the end of this we're gonna unlock. I'm gonna find the key, and
Yeah,
then
well,
you're gonna go free.
That's another problem with cuffing season because say you get into it because you just don't want to be lonely for the winter months. There's always going to be one person that gets more attached within the relationship.
Another
Wait a
open
minute.
relationship.
You can
comes.
never
God, no,
predict
don't go
how the
there again.
relationship is going to go.
I've never experienced this, but I have experienced being in a relationship and,
And
then
being
thinking,
handcuffed?
and thinking you want to break up, but you don't want to do it during Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't want
I
to
have
ruin
heard
either of
that.
our Christmases, and also you want a gift, so you
Yeah.
stay together. Actually, not the gift.
But then
part. I'm
also
kidding about that.
guys would be like, oh, I have
I'm
to break
not.
up with her because I don't want to buy her a
Yeah,
gift.
I got broken up with. I got broken up with like the week before Valentine's
Yes.
Day.
Oh,
I'm married.
yes.
I'm married now, so it all worked out. Different guy.
Around the holidays.
Just so you know,
That's so
December is the most popular month for engagements. And that's probably has to do with
How many
that.
of those like are called off shortly after?
I have no idea, but if you think about it, in the summertime, it's hot. People are outside.
Like,
they're
don't
in their
touch
skimpy
me.
clothes. They're having fun. And
You
the-
want to have fun with as many people as possible
and
during the summer,
and
but
the possibilities to meet people are kind of endless because you're always outside. But during the winter, it's like
and it's all the family holidays.
I thought you were saying cuffing season, people get cold and they need body warmth, but in the summer, it's like, I'm too hot, don't touch me, I can't have a boyfriend.
let's only sleep together. Let's not stay together.
I have cousins that used to say that they live in New York, and they would always say, "Oh, you're from Miami. Everyone in Miami has more sex than those of us in New York because it's so cold in New York. You just don't want to take your clothes off." I don't know what that has to do with cuffing season.
I think Miami, people have sex in Miami for very different reasons than
Well, I guess
it's just warm.
Is
you're-
it too hot and sweaty for sex in
You were
Miami?
in Miami and now in California. So do you feel like cuffing season has been realistic in your lifetime?
Has cuffing season traveled with you?
That's funny. I know. I do think, weather aside, it's the significance of Thanksgiving, of Christmas, of New Year's, shortly thereafter Valentine's Day. There is a pressure to be with a significant other. Like, it's kind of hard to enjoy Christmas in a traditional way with, like, your side piece or something casual. You want to be with someone you're
Yeah.
intimate with.
Yeah.
Right. Also, I'm getting it now. Like in the summer, you get to wear clothes that maybe are more conducive to being in a bar environment, and you want to
Yes.
go to the bar.
Yes.
In the winter, you're like bundled up. You
wanna stay
you
home.
don't want to go out to the bar, so you're not meeting as many people in the winter. So it's easier to just shackle up with one. Whereas in the summer, you're always out and you look your best. In the winter, you look like just you're here to survive the cold.
I do think weather's a big part of it as well,
Yeah.
because if you go, like I'm from Colorado, if I go home, after people get out of college, you get wifed up real quick. But here in LA,
Seriously?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
all of my friends, the majority of them are wifed up. And I feel like in Los Angeles, it's very rare that I know somebody my age that's
no.
married.
yeah. Huh.
Although we've got two of them here.
Wow, that's crazy.
They are anomalies in
I'm
this
the
industry.
enigma.
But I do want to be cuffed up
Anomaly.
with my significant other because it is way too cold to go out. I just want to stay home.
My significant other actually radiates heat, so he is great during the winter.
Nice. See? The perfect
So it is
stuff.
nice to have someone to cuff with.
What do you think's the best way to find a cuffing partner?
Oh yeah, like Craigslist?
Definitely not.
Well, I guess people
You'll
did
be
Craigslist
killed.
before dating apps.
Yeah, how do you say I'm just here to cuff?
You
like
guys-
how do you
that if
We
you
should
put
make
that
a
on
cuffing
Netflix
season
and
app.
Yes.
We should make a cuffing season app where you know how there's like Tinder, Bumble, Raya, like specifically for cuffing season, like in it for the winter.
Or like cuff enough.
winner.
Ooh, that's cute.
You guys know there's that cuddling service. So if there's cuddling service, then there should be cuffing services. Remember?
Yeah.
That matches you up with someone that's compatible for you to cuff with during
It's
the
like
winter, and then
speed dating, but speed cuffing.
I'm more concerned about then dumping your cuff.
yeah,
Because somebody's going to be more attached.
I don't think
course.
people walk into it thinking, oh, I'm only going to date this person temporarily. I think you walk into it thinking, oh, I want to get a boyfriend or I want to get a girlfriend
But this is
because
perfect
it's
'cause
Christmas time.
Christmas, yeah.
And then suddenly it's January 7th and you realize the pressure is over and you're like, I actually don't like this person.
What if it's really, what if it's so one-sided that you're a guy or a girl and you are cuffed up, but the other person doesn't know that after, the ice melts, the snow goes away, that you're saying goodbye? I think it might be kind of one-sided. Like, who just whatever, I'm married. What do I know?
I think maybe girls are more desperate to cuff. I don't know.
Well,
because we're
this
more
article
emotional,
said that
we
somebody's.
care more about like the little gifts.
This article
and
that I was reading said that somebody's bound to get attached, and according to evolution, it's going to be the female. Because
see?
they're more like, if you track back in time, guys want to spread their DNA, whereas girls it takes longer, so girls are more likely to get attached. But then that got me thinking, like, why is it that every time I have a friend that's a girl that gets in a relationship, they disappear, but guys can maintain their friendships?
Oh, I've wondered that too, to this day.
Wait, guys can maintain friendships with their
and
exes?
girls-
No. So
friends.
say I get in a new relationship that I haven't been in before, and it's new and
right.
exciting. I can still maintain and manage my friends and see them while I have this new
Oh my
relationship.
God.
Girls go
Actually,
MIA and they disappear.
girls,
I've made that mistake. Oh, I've made that mistake a lot. Yeah,
Oh.
I know that's bad. I think it's the nesting thing that women feel more than men, and women feel it earlier before men. So you just want to be at home with your man.
I've been good at not doing that, but I have friends who I do not see anymore because they're with their boyfriends or husbands,
the
and I'm
sole
like,
reason for seeing, and girls, I feel like my friends, maybe just personally, we go out. We would go out at night to like go meet people. I don't have that drive anymore, so I don't need to go out and stay out and be hungover all the time anymore. So maybe it's just that our goals have changed with my friends.
Right, and I guess if you're realistically looking to settle down with somebody, that somebody would become who you spend your time with.
Yeah,
But
like you have the same needs, but maybe your man is suddenly satisfying the majority of them, the ones that maybe took 10 people
But is that
before to
unhealthy?
satisfy.
Like,
I
do
think
you
it
think
is
your
unhealthy.
man should be the
I think
only
it
one
is
that's
unhealthy, and I'll
you
say
need
why.
to have balance.
You should have balance. Number two, I think it puts too much pressure on your significant other. I talked about it with a therapist recently, where they're like, you are trying to make your man fulfill all these needs. Go have friends. Allow your man to satisfy some of your needs.
Yeah.
And three, what if you want to break up and you shat on your network, on your
Now you have
community?
no
That's
one.
the problem.
Now you have
is
no
like,
one, and then it's harder for you to end the relationship. And I've seen that happen with
I have
my
a lot
friends.
of friends, and a lot of these girls, after a year, they'll come out of their hiding, their hibernating. They'll be like, oh, I've been with this person for
cuffing.
a year.
They'll come out of
It's
cuffing
time.
season.
They'll come out of their
And you have
cuffing
friends
season,
again.
and then they'll rekindle their friendships. Which I'm like,
Yeah.
I've been here the whole time, but why should I now be your best friend again when you haven't been there for me for a year? Do you know what I'm saying?
But that's a different thing than them not being there for you.
But not being
because-
available to be your friend.
Like you've had an experience where you've literally called a friend who's gone a little silent on you and been like, hey, I'm dealing with someone. Can you give me some of your time? And then they've said no?
Yeah, it
Well,
goes both
not
ways.
exactly,
It
but it's
totally
like
goes
that
both
person's
ways.
no longer readily available to hang out with. Whereas
And that's-
say I get in a relationship, I can maintain being in a relationship and still see my friends 2 to 3 times a week, even if it's just for an hour each time.
And even if it's just once a week, I mean, I feel again, it's all about balance. I told
make
you
the
guys,
effort.
I have this friend who we used to hang out all the time, and then we both got
told
boyfriends.
me.
That's fine that we have boyfriends, because obviously it's like the new thing. You want to go out on dates with him on a Friday night. That's fine. But when this
And you're no longer looking for somebody on
yes,
those
but
Friday
you
nights.
need to have girl time or guy time, and this person would only hang out with me if the husband wasn't available. And I don't think
Oh, that is such.
you know what I mean?
old-
I'm
old.
such an advocate for
Yeah.
even if your husband is in town or
like,
boyfriend, hey girls, let's go out for girl talk,
You know, I feel like I've gone through the whole roller coaster of it. My boyfriend for a long time would be like, go hang out with your friends, nourish your friendships. I should not be the only significant person in your life. And so then this year, I went to Burning Man without him for the first time by myself, and I killed it. I had such a great time. I met so many new friends, and it reminded me it's really important to still be an independent person.
That's why I was for so long. out of relationships. Like I would date people for like a few weeks and then run because I am a very independently driven person. I like to be able to do whatever I want all the time.
You
So
don't wanna get cuffed.
the thought of being cuffed was very
So
scary because
could you
then
just cuff with friends?
well, no.
That's just friends with benefits, right? That's not seasonal. That could be any time of year.
Okay.
But I think when you're getting cuffed, you never essentially know what you're signing up for because say I'm just getting with you to be cuffed. You then won't know what happens in the relationship until it's happening, and then the outcome will be.
I'd love to see the stats on how many cuffs
marry.
became marriages.
Yeah.
Well, recently, celebs that have gotten cuffed, Cameron Dallas and Sophia Richie. Vivian, actually, you sent me this, that they're like possibly a thing now that she's no longer with Justin Bieber. They were spotted at Fashion Week together.
And
now
at her house, they were playing like beer
In
pong or something,
Snapchat.
shirtless, which means he's very comfortable around Sophia Richie.
We know
Who
Bella
was shirtless?
Thorne.
Cameron or
Cameron was
Yeah.
shirtless.
Well, that just means okay.
And then this one's Bella and Tyler, who she dumped Greg for this guy, which is she found a new man
they're
for cuffing
cuffed up.
season.
For cuffing
Okay, so
season.
basically, cuffing is just dating, and cuffing season is dating season. And we've declared that fall and autumn are dating season because of the
cold
weather
weather.
and the holidays.
Yeah,
Yeah.
aren't you glad you learned that? Let us know if you have a cuffing partner for this season, or if you don't. Let us know in the comment section below.
Be safe. Handcuffs can be tricky.
Yeah, they
Don't
can.
lose the key.
But we gotta go. Click to the left to see a different video. You'll learn everything you need to know about the clown attack craze.
Or click to the right to find out if Drake and Rihanna have an open relationship and if they'll be cuffing this holiday season.